I'm coming back to you again with another video on the entrepreneurial way. I'm going to teach you 4 side hustles of 2021. First side hustle, Lyft. And I love this side hustle myself. You have so many opportunities and you can set your own schedule. If you own a vehicle, this is a side hustle for you. You're a safe driver. You are able to do something like this. A friend of mine last year made $30,000 on doing Lyft alone. He quit his full-time job and did Lyft alone and supported himself. If you already have a job and you're producing income and you add something like 30,000 to that, like say you do it full time, you may be able to produce even more than that, maybe even about 40,000-50,000 more to your income. That's a major plus. I was a Lyft driver as well, so the income is definitely there. You get paid every week, and it is also a bonus to someone who is looking to set their own schedule. Sometimes you feel like it may not be as rewarding, but then when there are big nights like concerts, fairs, shows, maybe basketball games, full of sporting events, things of that nature, those are really when it's your time to earn $7, $8, $9 to ride. Now that is very impressive if you have the time to do that. Once again, a vehicle is required and preferably a good driver's license. Side hustle number 2, Lime. It doesn't necessarily have to be Lime. There are also other scooter companies out there. Not just Lime. There's Bird, Spin. Now a lot of these scooter companies, they want you to actually work for them. You have to actually put in an application to work there. And sometimes a lot of people aren't really looking for something like that. They want to just be able to download the app, do what they're supposed to do, and go about their business. They're not looking for something to tie them down or the waiting process to hear back on the application. So I've actually done this as well. The first time I went out there to collect the scooter was not where the pinpoint had directed it. So basically you're burning up all this gas and it may not even be there. It may not be in place on the map. So the second time I tried it, I couldn't find the scooter. And then there's like no reimbursement for you burning up your gas in your time. The third time I went to go out and get a scooter, the person left it in front of literally right in front of their front door. The last thing you want to do is just walk up directly to someone's front door. They're probably going to think you're doing something suspicious and no one wants to deal with that. I chose one of the higher paying scooters just to see how it would go, see if I would get paid, and I did. I got paid right there on the spot. Now imagine if you're somebody who has a bigger vehicle than what I had. Say like you have something like a Ford F-150 and you can pick up a ton of scooters, maybe about 15, 20, you're able to make so much more money. Still have to buy a charger online for one of the scooters. And it cost me almost 53 bucks. And it's gonna take you some time to earn that money back. If you're consistent, if you live up north in the Midwest or something like that where the scooters aren't in rotation or aren't going throughout the city throughout the whole year, then you may feel like you have to get out here at a certain time and you only have a couple months to thrive in this type of business. If you live down south, the scooters are running year round, it's a big bonus for you. That's great. It's running year round, so it's probably much easier for you to make your money back that you just spent on the scooters or your gas. Side hustle number 3, Amazon Flex. It's more of a delivery, but then again, you have to use your own personal vehicle to do that. Now with Amazon Flex, you may have to deliver with packages. You may have to deliver food items or other items that people are ordering from online, and you deliver them versus what is fitting when other people are working in the actual Amazon vehicles. You are using your own gas, you are using your own car. This particular side hustle can be great for you if you're someone who enjoys getting out, if you're someone that enjoys probably seeing a part of the city that you've never done, and of course earning an experience and getting paid. Next side hustle, drop shipping. It's relatively easy if you take the time to learn. A lot of people are dropping courses to where they want you to pay almost 500 bucks just to learn how to drop ship. It can be very profitable over time. The better you get at it, the more money you will earn. Drop shipping is when you are basically playing the middleman in someone else's purchase. You're selling this item in your store. The purchaser is buying from your store. You take the money that you just got for the product, you pay for that product, and you get the money that's in between. So say like you're pricing something in your store for $30, but you buy it off of another site for $20. You get the $10 difference. You earn so much more over time. And even if you don't decide to drop ship, there are other avenues you can take. Online selling. This is another side hustle. And it's almost similar to drop shipping. If you have that many items, a lot of people sleep on the things that they may have around their home, like in your garage. Like me, I used to be a sneakerhead. I had a lot of shoes that I was not wearing, and they were just doing nothing but just sitting in the boxes forever. Now, if you're that type of person that doesn't mind departing with shoes that you know you keep in good condition, something like StockX, where you can sell your shoes where the prices are good for your items. And StockX is not just good for sneakers, it's good for many other things such as handbags and other collectibles. You don't have to land specifically on sneakers, but for me, I started with sneakers because it was what I had. So say you're somebody like me who's out here selling your shoes. You head over to a place like StockX. The first pair of shoes I ever sold was my Jordan 4 Retro Royal Blue. Now let's go over to StockX and see how much those are worth. Now, had I known something like StockX existed when I first got started with selling shoes, I probably could have made probably almost 120 bucks more. Now, I sold these shoes for about 180 bucks. Now, I'm trying to help my entrepreneurs grow and avoid the same mistakes that I did so you can earn some type of profit. You can see the lowest asked price is $269. The highest bid is $242. So the last time they were sold was $342. So, and I sold the ones I had, and still brand new, great condition. The box had no damages or scrapes or anything. I sold them for 180 bucks. Just imagine, these shoes were on StockX. These shoes were last sold for $342. I sold mine for $180. This is me when I first got started last year. I could have profited almost $162 more. But that's not always the case. Online selling is a phenomenal way to get started, but you do have to do shipping and everything like that on your own. It does become an exhausting process, but if you be patient and you have something like a printer, you can print out your own labels. Otherwise, you can email them to yourself. And then go to some place like FedEx and print out your labels. They're not sponsoring me. That's exactly what I used to do before I purchased my own printer and start printing out my own labels. I would head out to FedEx and pay the little money, whatever price it was for the shipping label, for them to print it out for me. And I had my own box already, so I just put them in the box, wrapped them up really nice, and then shipped them off. That is another avenue you can take. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there are other side hustles that you're interested in and you want to hear more about them, please comment and ask your questions down below. I love to respond to you guys. If you enjoyed the content that you heard here today, this video inspired you to go out and hustle a little more and have another side hustle to produce your own income, or you're thinking about working for yourself in the future, please like, comment down below, and there will be more content on the way. I love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching.